Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to carry on with that code. So I'm on line 2 and I press enter. Now, what you guys may notice is that my cursor has been indented. Indented, I mean it's inside it. So I'm going to come back to the next line so that I can leave a gap in order to leave my coding a little bit neater. And I'm going to press backspace in order to come unindent that. Okay, and that means that I've come out of that loop. Otherwise, anything that I would do if it's indented, it would continue to run that loop. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you guys remember from one of our last lessons, one of our first lessons, we were doing the drawing with the turtle. Okay, so I'm very quickly going to type that up. Okay, like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a loop here instead. Okay, just so you know, I actually copied and pasted that, and I press paste as soon as I click my fingers. For those of you guys who didn't get that. So what I'm going to do is, what I've done is I've told my turtle to move forward, left, forward, left, forward, left, forward, left, forward, left, etc. What I'm going to do is, instead of telling it to do that again and again and again, what I will do is I will actually use my my loop, so my repeat loop. If I'm drawing a square, it has 4 sides, so I need it to tell it to move forward and turn left 4 times. So where would this actually go? It would go before the forward, because I don't need to tell it to change its width or color 4 times. Now think about exactly how this will be written. What I want you guys to do is give it a go, pause the video, go back. You've got the code above, so think about exactly how it would be written. If you struggle, come back to the video and unpause where I will explain it. So again, pause the video, go back, give it a try. For those of you guys who haven't paused it yet, pause it, give it a try. And if you struggle, then come back. Okay? So for those of you guys who were struggling, okay, I will simply say for X in range, okay, I will tell it to do 4 times. Okay, remember the colon, okay. Okay. So now I do not need these next few lines. So I will actually delete them. Okay. Let's run that. Let's see how that goes. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now what we're also going to do is we're going to actually, instead of using 50 in the forward, we are going to use a variable. Do you guys remember how to use the variable, how to declare a variable? Now the variable I'm going to use will be the length 50. It's actually the side of my length, so I can actually call it side length. Or for short, I'll just call it SL, because I don't want to have to keep typing it again and again and again. So I'll write SL equals, and in this case, I'm just going to make sure it's an integer, and in brackets, 50. Okay? Now, instead of telling my turtle to move forward 50, I will actually tell it to move SL. Okay? So when I run that, okay, there we go. It's done the same thing. What I can do is I can have various shapes, and they can all have a side length of 50, but it can actually, if I did want to change the side length, I only need to change it in one place rather than change it everywhere else. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys to do that for range with the turtle, with the square. I want you guys to also add in a variable, and that variable should be called something such as SL. Put that in for me there. Okay. Once you're done, just come back and we'll carry on. So if you want to pause the video, go and do that, and then we'll carry on with that as well. Now, for those of you guys who actually did a square, you can also do a triangle as well. What I will do is I will simply copy and paste. Okay. And instead of putting 4, I'm going to put 3. Will that work, or is there an issue? Is there something else I need to change? Okay, for those of you guys who got it, I do actually need to change my angle as well. Do you guys remember the angle it should be for a triangle? Should it be 60 degrees, 180 divided by 3, 60? No, it should actually be 180 divided by 3, which is 60. Then we'll do 180 because we have our flat line we wanted to turn based on the outer angle rather than the inner angle. Outer angle will be 120. 180 minus 60. So we will do 120. Okay, now if we run that, it will draw my beautiful square, and it will also draw a beautiful triangle for me as well. Okay, remember we can use a pen up and pen down as well. What I want you guys to do is draw the triangle as well for me. And then what we will do is come back to the next video and we'll look at the next.